Welcome back to Pearl Media, where truth meets perspective. Today, we're diving into another classic Kevin Samuels moment. Let's get into it.
Asia.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 21.
I'm gonna bring you right back. Okay. You're 21? Well, I got the wrong person. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Chantel? Okay. And now for you. How old are you?
I'm 26.
All right. So I'm going to ask you the same question I'm asking all women. Why are modern women so offended these days?
I think sometimes the offense comes from women. They don't want to feel like those type of questions are things that should devalue them.
Okay.
Like they don't feel like those types of questions. They kind of feel like they're offended because they feel like their weight or their age
asking about a woman's height shouldn't devalue. I mean, her weight shouldn't devalue her.
Yeah, I think that's where some of the offense comes from.
So yeah, let's play that out. So women ask men's questions to determine a man's value all day.
Mm-hmm.
But asking a woman's weight, then that's fine. Then how should a man value a woman? If we can't ask you any questions about anything, how should a man determine whether or not a woman's for him?
Well, I guess it kind of depends on the woman to.
How no? I want you to put yourself in the man's position. You can't ask a woman anything. You can't see her. And if you can't see, you can't ask her weight, her body count, kids, marital status. You can't ask her anything. Then how is a man supposed to pick a woman if you can't ask her anything that's important?
Well, I mean, the things that are left are kind of how good of a partner are you? How well can you compromise? Are you an independent person? Do y'all have the same values and morals? Do y'all want the same type of future? Like, those are the things that are left. So I think women just kind of want to be more valued based on those things instead of, their height and their weight.
Okay, so do we value men on those same things? We
don't. No, yeah, I think there's definitely a hypocritical aspect in there.
It's very hypocritical because women, if that's the case, then a man could be all those things. He could be on fries at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more that women want to hold men to a standard and they don't want to be held to a standard?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think there's definitely kind of a double standard there.
How's that working out for most women these days?
Not ideal, considering how many women coming to you asking for help.
Well, I just think it's crazy that what modern women are trying to do is trying to get men to not be visual, trying to get men to make decisions and pick women like women pick men.
Mm-hmm.
That will never work.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to get all these boys to wear dresses and this and that. That ain't gonna work. So, do you have any questions? Do you have anything, or are you just coming on for this topic?
No, it was just for the topic.
Okay, so let me bring somebody back in. Because I think it's interesting that many women are like, I think you're onto something, that women don't like to be held to a standard, but they want to, because the women often ask, hey, where do you work? What do you do? Where do you live? Where do you drive? Hello.
Yeah, it's like they don't want to feel devalued because of those things, but those are kind of the same things that they will devalue men for.
Or if it works, that increases your value. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. All right. Why are modern women so offended these days?
I just feel that they're offended because
Your audio went out.
they just want what they want, but they don't want to be what those men want, and that's not fair to those men at all. I don't believe that.
Oh. All right. So, do you have any questions?
Yes, I actually did. So I've been recently watching your content, and you've definitely opened my eyes to a lot. Growing up, I didn't necessarily have a marriage to look after, so I'm kind of learning things now. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of my question was, how do I know how do I know when I found a man who is worth marrying? Like, how am I able to just really know if that guy is somebody that's worth my
Okay.
time? Because I feel like I have a lot of trouble filtering that out.
Your mother and father were married?
No, they were not married. They actually were technically never together. It was just they got together and had me
Yeah,
from
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. So the way the he who findeth a wife find a good thing. So you're asking, how do you know if you find a man that's a good fit for a husband?
Yes. Well, I do have an example. There is one guy that we
I
were
but
together.
the question is, but the thing is, the question is backwards.
Hmm.
Are you a wife?
Okay. I believe I'm a wife. I believe I am.
Okay. Well, if you are a wife, husband-minded men go looking for wives. Men put women into two categories, wife and everything else. But oftentimes, women who are in this everything else category think they're wives and they wonder why they can't find husbands. You don't find a husband finds you.
Okay. Okay. That
So,
makes sense.
because you didn't have it growing up, like most of us, um, what are some things that make you think that you're ready to be a wife?
Well, one thing is I'm definitely ready for a companionship, just someone that I could support, that could support me as well. I just really, I've had my first experience in a relationship. It was about 2 years, and after that, it taught me what I really do want in a man. And
Okay.
I'm ready to have a family eventually. I'm ready to settle down, just have that one
Do you have
person.
any
I don't want to
children?
continue. No, I don't have any children now.
Are you in college? Did you go to college?
No, not currently, but I do plan on going back soon.
Okay. Companionship is a general thing that most women say they want. You want, basically, most women want one sexual partner, one person to do stuff with, which is fine,
Mm.
but there's more to being a wife than that. Being a wife, the number one job of a wife is to be a helpmate and a support system.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're married to a suitable man, you're the first teacher of the children, and it's a very important role. So how have you prepared yourself to be a helpmeet to a man and a mother and a nurturer to your own children?
Okay. Well, I feel that that was not necessarily something that I was doing before, but since coming onto your content and just actually instead of judging off the select pics that people show on TikTok, actually listening to what you say and stuff like that, it made me realize that, I don't want to get older and
I
die
get it.
alone or homelessness and things like
I
that.
get it.
So
I get it.
I,
I would say at your age, and because like most of us didn't see it, you're not really ready for it yet. But your mind is in the right direction. You got to give yourself some time to learn this stuff because right now, I think I know women honestly think that there are more women ready to be married than there are men that are husbands. And it's just the opposite. We have more men that are looking for wives and not enough women who are ready to be wives. Most of the women fit into the category of I'm willing to learn on the job.
mhm.
Uh, that ain't good enough.
Yeah.
Most men to modern marriage, the family court system, every way everything is set up today, is too much of a risk for a man to take somebody for them to learn on the job,
Okay.
because we got a 50 plus, almost 60 plus percent divorce rate, and 80% of the time, women are leaving. They're leaving their jobs.
Mhm.
So if you're trying to run a business and keep it going, you can't bring somebody on that's not qualified, train them, teach them, and then they decide, I don't like this job.
Right.
then you got to keep doing it all over again. Better to just keep the business running. So I would say start thinking about the kind of lifestyle you want, the kind of men, not the kind of look, but the kind of man that you would want to deal with for a lifetime, and then put yourself around women who are wise, women and start modeling after that, because it's going to take some time before you become a wife. But it doesn't take forever. Give yourself at least another couple, 3 years, and then readdress this. Okay, talk to you later.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, it's really something how so many young women today get offended when someone points out some hard truths about relationships and life. This woman is 21, barely out of her teens, and already acting like she's been through the worst the world has to offer. And honestly, it's confusing to me how she and so many others can be so quick to take offense when what's really being discussed is how choices affect outcomes. Being ran through, as some would say, or dealing with the consequences of being a single mom, those aren't just phrases. Those are realities that come with long-term consequences. It's not about shaming, it's about accountability. If you're 21 and already living with the fallout of decisions made without foresight, you have to own that before you can even start building something better. But here's the thing, the offense, the anger, the defensiveness, it usually comes from a place of denial or not wanting to face reality. And I get it, reality isn't always comfortable, but the sooner you face it, the sooner you can make a plan to improve your life and the lives of your children. Too many modern women have been raised to believe they're entitled to a perfect life without putting in the work, without learning what it means to truly be a partner, a wife, or a mother who builds a solid foundation for her family. Instead, they get defensive when someone calls out the mismatch between what they want and what they're willing to offer. At 21, there's still time to turn things around, but that only happens when you stop getting offended and start listening, reflecting, and making better choices. If you don't think, you're just gonna keep repeating the same cycle, and it's your children who ultimately suffer the most. So if you're offended, maybe it's time to ask why. Is it because the truth hurt, or is it because you haven't been honest with yourself yet?